putting this B16 into the DA. So what's good? What's up with your car, man?
I just got the head done. I got some rims on wheels, man. It's looking really clean. I'm kind of afraid somebody might steal it, man.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, man, I'm paranoid right now.
Gotta keep an eye on that thing, man. Need a ghost lock.
The JDI Ghost Lock is a theft recovery system that consists of a fuel pump voltage upgrade kit as well as a TrackMate GPS tracker. It uses cell signal and has a 6-hour battery life. You can monitor your vehicle's location, battery voltage, even disable the fuel pump from the TrackMate app itself. Set up geo fences, get a notification, text message or email whether your vehicle has been started or moved.
This is gonna save me a lot of hassle, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
Don't let your ride slip away.
Hey, man.
We're putting this B16 into the 92 DA today, finally, after all this time and crap. So we pulled it out here just to get a nice cool little thumbnail and just to get a good look at it. Looks great. You know, we're gonna put it in. So let's get started. Let the jacking come in. Doesn't that just look lovely? On this swap, I'm actually using innovative mounts because for two reasons. One, they came with the car. The previous owner had them and bought them. Boy, we got our engine dirty already. Innovative mounts, the previous owner, like I said, bought them. And from my understanding, I don't think Hotsport actually makes an auto to manual swap kit. So we've got all the mounts mounted up, also using innovative shift linkage. And so now that the engine is in here, obviously you could see everything else that needs to be done, but it's pretty straightforward from here on out. It's just hook up the coolant lines, fuel lines, speed sensor, wiring harness, clutch cable, and of course air conditioning. Luckily we had Beck stop by and help us. We got his clothes dirty.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. So this is finally super exciting. She is in here. She ain't going nowhere. Looks phenomenal. So we're gonna take 5 and take some Instagram photos. All right, so the engine is in. We've spent a little bit of time while I had Beck here to help me. We went ahead and put the dash in, and it's starting to look like a car again. And this way I could kind of finish everything up, you know, buttoning everything together, zip tying things out of the way, that sort of stuff. Got XSI cluster in here. I'm still looking for either a GSR or the newer style XSI cluster, but for the most part, you know, looks good in here. As of right now, you notice that the AC compressor is on. I may remove that, and I just realized that the header may not work for the time being. And I also don't have a starter. As of right now, I just need to go ahead and get all the coolant lines hooked up, fuel line, all the little stuff, and start to go from there. I can't put the axles in yet, or I don't want to, because I'm waiting on my new spindles that'll have new bearings, new wheel bearings, new lug studs, and a I've got new calipers and rotors going on the car. We'll talk about that in another video because we are doing an upgrade. We're trying to get this bad boy Dragon spec, and if you know what that means, which you probably don't. So the whole thing about putting this thing together and making it Dragon spec, which is just an all-motor Honda that can drive around a mountain. That's kind of the idea. We got the idea from going to the Tail of the Dragon. We're planning an event in May, sometime in May. We're not sure exactly when, but I'll announce the dates soon to do an event there where we just do a meetup for the weekend and go to the Tail of the Dragon. And hopefully the plan is to, definitely have this thing, take it there, have it ready. So I am trying to get this thing put together for the Acura Honda Classic meet here in Orlando that's coming up 2 Sundays from now. So, and I may not have the things finished like AC or cruise control or anything like that, but I should have it mostly together for that meet coming up here in a couple weeks. Just stay tuned. Just getting busy. Pretty simple, straightforward. Hooking up these hoses here. Gonna hook up the one up in the back. Then I need to get underneath and hook up the shift linkage. Do that. After the shift linkage, it's the wiring harness, which from Wireworks is gonna be pretty quick. Plug and play. Good to go. So let's get a move on. All right, I've got this thing kind of jacked up in the air. And couple of things to note here is I'm actually using a Type R clutch cover stabilizer, which is pretty cool, which is this thing here. That was from John Moore from the EF. Now we're getting ready to install the shift linkage here, and one of the things that I'm using is this Tyrannosaurus tightener by Dyno Designs. I'm going to put his link on the screen here. Follow him on Instagram. This thing is awesome. What it does is it replaces the bitch pin and it makes your shifter super tight on the B series, so it gets rid of a lot of slop. So check them out. This thing's a really awesome tool. The guys over at Acura Honda Classic also did this, so check out their channel too if you want to see a further super detailed install. I'll show you what it looks like once it's all done, but basically you put that through the bitch pin and you tighten these 2 bolts here on the end, and it just gives you a nice firm tight feel. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay guys, quick update here. So we've got the clutch cable ran, and if you notice it's kind of tucked down underneath. We've also got the brake booster hooked up with the nice cool little brackets, OEM. So I've got all this stuff hooked up, ready to go. I've got the shifter. I don't know if you can see this, the light, but this thing feels phenomenal. No slop whatsoever. Absolute perfect. Also have the fuel lines connected. All of the radiator hoses connected. Here's the speed sensor right here. That'll get connected. Just kind of holding off because we got to fill the transmission with fluid anyway, so we're gonna have to pull that out. Other than that, we're moving right along. Like I showed you guys before, this is the Type R flywheel cover, and here's the Tyrannosaurus tightener, which feels amazing. I can't suggest this thing enough. Cameron, the guy that makes these, awesome dude, and he's part of the classic Hondas at the Dragon, and these things are gold. You got to get one. Anyway, so we got an innovative shift linkage with a blocks shifter. All that came with the car. I'm happy with it. I'm not really, upset by the choices or anything like that. There's the battery box. I got this off of eBay. And then I just got the battery at a local battery store. All right, now they're back working on the whip here. I've got the wiring harness fully connected. And it tucks pretty nice, so it's gorgeous. And I've also got my DevSport power steering loop kit here. I'm gonna throw this on, pour a little bit of fluid in there, just to keep the rack lubed up. So I'm gonna toss that on. It is. It's dark in here.
Very dark.
So, all right, picking my spindles up. Why do I sound so angry?
And the funny thing, out of all days, I wear this shirt and I work on your DA parts. That's
Gonna get a slap some new barrel joints in there. Yeah, thank God. Appreciate it. Now I'm gonna slap them on the core.
Mark from the future here. I've been having this problem where things are not showing up. As you can see, clip 28, clip 30. Where's clip 29? Corrupted. So I'm gonna have to go back downstairs and reshoot clip 29. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, so I came into the garage late last night, working on the car, filming a bunch of stuff, and I covered wiring up the headlights, and the footage is corrupted. And this has actually been happening to me with the camera, so it might be time to get a new camera. I don't know. But anyway, I'll kind of go back over what I covered. So I was able to get the headlights in. They're all wired up. All the wiring is ready to go. As you can see, you know, the bumper lights are hanging. Everything turned out nice and neat as far as the wiring goes. And of course you can see the radiator that's been put in. When I shot this, none of this stuff was done. So the radiator is in, the fan is in. Still need to do some things to get the air box to mount. The headlights and everything lights up the way it should. I was actually having a problem with the blinkers, which I covered to let you guys know that if you ever had this problem, it's most likely the same problem I had. So I had an issue with the blinkers where I would select the left blinker and the right blinker would blink, and vice versa. I would click the right side and the left side would blink. It was just all kinds of crazy. It turned out to be 2 bad bulbs and a little bit of a not great ground right here, but should be all good. But if you ever have any strange blinker issues, especially on the front, it's most likely a bad bulb with it arcing. And we're gonna check the lights, the headlights here. The headlights with the fogs just looked absolutely amazing. Best part about these cars, just look so good. So a couple of other things that I need to cover is the injectors. They won't plug up to the injectors because they have these little squares in the corners. I just need to take the Dremel, cut that out. Even a razor blade could work. And of course, here's our fresh spindles with fresh hubs and ARP studs. And then we're also going with a budget big brake kit, which is CRV/Type R calipers. We got them brand new here, and Mini Cooper rotors down there. I need to get some fresh new ball joints for these before I put them on. I'm gonna go get those. Hopefully we will get all that put on and the brakes bled and the engine running, all hopefully within another day or two, to make it in time for the Acura Honda Classic meet here locally. Here late at night, trying to finish this stuff up. If you notice, I've got the radiator in, hoses connected, fan in, just running the one fan for now because I'll add the other one when I install AC. Still gonna do the airbox, still gonna do the injectors. However, most of my time has been spent completing the interior. You notice everything is put away, no wires. That's just a rag that I was using to like wipe off the interior. I gotta get in here and vacuum up everything, but I mean, it looks immaculate in here. So, well, I wouldn't say immaculate until I vacuum it, but it looks nice and clean, especially with the Momo steering wheel. Moving right along, last thing I need to do is fix the injectors, put a starter on it, fill it up with trans fluid, put the axles in, well, put the axles in, then fill it up with trans fluid, and of course, put the axles in. I need to put the new spindles on, ball joints. So really, I need ball joints, brake pads. They'll go on, bleed the brakes, put the axles in, fill the trans up with fluid. We'll be ready to go very soon. I've been kind of killing it here the last couple days, just trying to get this car done for the meet this weekend. Sorry I didn't get this thing started in this video. We'll be in the next one. I know this motor runs, I know this motor's good, so shouldn't have too many issues, fingers crossed. But that's where we're gonna end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, share, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.